But I just want to end today with a word about DeSantis himself. So first of all, those of you who are disappointed that he pulled out, you're wrong about that. There was nothing to pull out. There was nothing left. He had no money. He did everything he could. Our base is captured. So, you to do a Zechariah in the temple just gets you killed. The governor had an obligation to himself and to all of us to preserve his ability to continue being a voice for us. Unfortunately, he would have gotten destroyed, humiliated, getting single digits in every state to remain in. It wasn't going to work. Thankfully, he doesn't have to go back to irrelevance. He's the governor of the third largest state. Now he's going to go back, be better than ever, be that voice against the rhino, keep your national voice, as long as you don't directly touch the idol, which, frankly, he's irrelevant at this point because of what I said, and be that voice for all these other projects we're talking about. That has more value. There's almost an element of pure naivety in him. I know it from talking to him. I know from just watching him operate. He so believed in the goodness of Republican voters that they would rally to principle. I've almost, I could count the amount of times I cried in my life. And I almost teared up. It was late last week. So you've gotten destroyed by every element of conservative media. When you were the hero, you did everything. You lost everything. You put it all in Iowa. I couldn't imagine the emotional letdown of the way he campaigned for every vote. And make no mistake, that is the sort of campaign you need to win a general election on the ground. And he goes into New Hampshire. He's pulling at 5 to 7%. And he's still, even as he's considering dropping out, goes at it, does the town halls, hosts the events, and fields questions, talks like a normal human being. And then his campaign staffer got on the microphone and said, okay, this is going to be the last question. And then just in such a pure moment of innocence, Ron goes and says, no, I really want to take a lot more. We could take a lot more. This is good. Let's take more questions. And I almost just lost it at that moment. It just the pureness of character is unreal. I do have to say, mistakes are made strategically by the candidate and campaign in every election. But as we noted, there is no campaign that would have won this. There is no person who could have won this in retrospect. That is clear. There's always lessons to learn going forward, but those things pale in comparison to the 800-pound gorilla factor that with unanimity of the party apparatus and the conservative media, you are not going to win this election. It's like an incumbent election. I've experienced that long ago, and anyone who thinks it's not true, they don't understand what it means to challenge an incumbent in a primary. He made the right decision. He did what he could do. He's preserving himself for another day. But I will tell you, I don't slobber over politicians. You buy them low and you sell them high. Okay? They're there for you, not the other way around. But I will say, my admiration for the man and his wife, Casey, has only grown exponentially throughout this. And I think there is a lot of potential good here. We do have a movement. We do have a leader. Not everything is about the presidential election, and that in itself is going to have an awful lot of uncharted complications in the coming months. And now's the time to double down, for him to double down on our work. It is not our job to obsess about the presidential election. That is their job. That is your obsession. You wanted that. You eat it. We have a lot of work to do in self-governing. And we are absolutely going to do it to its fullest. We're not backing down one bit. This is our Dunkirk. And the British and the Americans who joined them afterwards, they started fighting back right away. This is not about 2028. This is about right now.